Eberechi Eze. Reports are that Arsenal are expecting an offer uh, to sign Eberechi Eze very, very soon. Reports have been that Eberechi Eze's release clause expires tonight. What that means for us, we will find out. We will see what happens. At this moment in time, we don't know exactly when the bid is going to go in, what's going to happen, but we do know that something's going to happen very, very soon. This is none other than the friend of the show, Ben Jacobs, reporting this. And of course, you also have Eberechi Eze currently playing and getting a clever assist in an international friendly for Crystal Palace. This is him getting the assist right there. Boom, Mateta scores. So Eze doing his Eze things. You also expect Eze wants a move to Arsenal. The club are impressed by him. Arsenal's valuation for Eze is much lower, so negotiation be moving things forward. This is from James Ollie. Fabrizio Romano had this to say.
24 hours, the release clause of Eberechi Eze will expire. So basically, Arsenal from today on can't go pay the clause and get the player. It will take a negotiation with Crystal Palace. According to my sources, this negotiation, club to club, has not started yet. In the last 3 days, someone said the negotiation started. I'm told that the negotiation club to club, but sources at Crystal Palace expect Arsenal to arrive for Eberechi Eze. Why? Because Arsenal have been in contact for months now with the agents of Eze, because Eze is very appreciated by Arsenal, because Arsenal still want to add a player if they will have the opportunity to, and Eze is their favorite because they spoke to the player several times, and the player is also very keen on a move. So Palace expect Arsenal to arrive. Let's see when, let's see how this conversation will go, what they can do, but now the clause has 24 hours. Then the story is going to be over in the next hours, basically, for Eberechi Eze in terms of the release clause. It's going to be over for the clause, not for Arsenal, because Arsenal remain absolutely interested in the player.
Boom. So that's what Fabrizio Romano has to say. We got a Crystal Palace fan in the building here saying that his release clause does not expire tonight. Very interesting. Let me know, what do you think situation? Do you think Eze will leave Crystal Palace? Do you think he'll join Arsenal? Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Personally, for me, my whole thought on this whole situation is Arsenal let it expire and let it pass the release clause. Does that mean we're not going to get Eze? Does that mean we're still going to get Eze? In my opinion, I think we still will go for Eze after the release clause. Also, big up, we're already live, Rack, in case you're wondering. Shout out for tours to you.
I'll try not to swear.
Look at that, Club World Cup. You got Liverpool fans already in the building saying free Isaac. We're going to talk about Isaac in the building in a second. Let's continue. Let's continue. With the Eberechi Eze stuff.
I thought that was Fabrizio joining us then. That looked like Fabrizio.
Yeah, Fabrizio is basically there right now. The next part is, of course, Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace's release clause is expected to expire tonight. So, Rack, what do you think is going to happen with their release clause expected to expire tonight? Do you think Arsenal will still be able to get the deal done? Because reports are Arsenal are just going to continue to negotiate the price after the release clause expires. I've spoken to some people saying that after the release clause expires, expect the price to go up. And I've heard some people say at the end of the day, the release clause is one thing, but if the player really wants to go and Palace want to sell, Arsenal and Crystal Palace will meet somewhere in the middle and eventually get this resolved.
Well, I mean, look, one thing that happens when the release clause is no longer in effect is you lose control, right? So Arsenal, previously, you had the price. You knew if you met the price and the terms and all that kind of stuff, then you had control. Now, Palace have the control. The question is how strong do they want to be? It's a little bit like Liverpool Newcastle situation. Is they gonna jockey for a move, or is he willing to burn bridges and all that kind of stuff? Who knows?
Palace fan here. He's saying Eze's £68 million release clause. Big up Vader. I think you were waiting for our intro. My apologies.
No, good.
We got at Crystal Palace.
No more walk-ons these days, Vader. When was the last time you did a walk-on? It's been a while.
He says the release clause expires on the 15th of August. The release clause remains active until that date when the Premier League season begins. Interesting.
I don't know about that one. I know Sam Mogba was like a tier one because he was very reliable when it comes to Chelsea news. from what I know. So
But this is a
I
Crystal
doubt.
Palace fan.
You can say it, bro, but like the person that's report there that like is a very legit journalist in terms of like news and stuff. So either way, like
Shout
either
out.
way, it doesn't matter, bro. I think for me, what I think probably I think the reason why it may have changed maybe because, for example, might have different times, different days. See, this is a contract thing, man. Contract sometimes, bro, they don't necessarily have to repeat the same thing again and again. It's always subject to change. That's probably one thing I would say. But in regards to Eze, bro, if you're gonna get him, you're gonna get him. That's what it is, man. I think with transfers, bro, it's just about is it gonna happen or not? What's the fee? We have to see what happens in it. Again, you know, with your Gyoka's links and everything like that, it all came out right when it was meant to happen. So
Ahmed, welcome all both the Ahmeds and of course Rak. In case you guys are wondering what we're talking about Arsenal and Eberechi Eze. Arsenal want Eberechi Eze. He reportedly has a release clause. Crystal Palace fan here saying is the release clause is still valid until the first day of the season. Do you guys think Arsenal are? What do you think they're doing? Because this whole negotiation part, I can tell you right now, Arsenal don't need to sell to buy, but it would be preferred if they could get some players out the door just to free up wages. So they're not paying a bunch of players still until the end of the window.
Well, I mean, where do I start? Arsenal.
Do we really think that Arsenal are trying to save 150 grand a week for the next 2 weeks, and that's going to be the make or break in the deal?
We've done it before. We might do it again.
Bro, honestly, I know fans say that. Honestly, I think that's crazy.
Did you not see when Kieran Tierney? We waited until the final, we did not sign him until the day before preseason.
Yeah, but honestly, I think that's crazy.
I think those were different times as well, right? Like if you guys are looking to keep pace.
We just lost one Ahmed when the other Ahmed came.
The stream chat is a bit
one in, one out. One in, one out.
Yeah, StreamYard's acting up today. And we got one more.
Big enough for 2 hours.
Bro, what's going on, bro? With StreamYard, what is going on?
And we got Jay. Guys, so 2 questions. One, what do you think is going on with Arsenal on the release clause in Crystal Palace? And number 2, do you think Eze as a left winger is a bad idea? Because some people are saying it might not be the best. It might not be the best idea to play him in the left wing position.
Where's the chat? Where's the
yeah, it's working now. It's back now. It's back now.
You know what I mean? I need the people. But God.
No, like I think listen, I've said this before.
People, Mr. J.
I've said this before to you, Egal. I think listen, when you're buying certain types of players, bro, for the certain fees you're paying them for, you have to play them in their best position, bro. So I don't know if you're playing Eze, left wing, is going to be maximizing the potential that you want to be getting out of someone like him, bro.
Yeah, but Ahmed, bro, you got to understand, Arteta and misprofiling players ain't something that's not new, bro. This is common knowledge. Water is wet. This guy, listen.
We are less than 10 minutes into the stream. Listen, there with a dick straight away.
No, but listen, bro. I don't understand how you can misprofile so many players. Yeah, it's actually a common theme. They did it with Declan Rice. They're doing it with Eze. Listen, I love Eze, innit? I think he's a very good footballer, and I rate him. I'll take him at United any day of the week. If you're going to play him on the left, you're wasting him. Yeah, he operates at best when he plays centrally. Now, I'm not saying he's useless. Obviously, even if he plays out of position, anyone's better than Martinelli. He's a lost cause. Let's be honest. He's a lost cause. He's not that good, and he's useless. But if you're going to pay a guy almost 70 mil, I think his release clause is 68 mil, and you're just going to dash him to the wing when that's not even his favoured position, they're kind of wasting him. And yeah, bro.
I guess we don't have to worry about that. I guess we'll never know. Arsenal see Eberechi Eze as a 10, not a left winger. So
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because if you're gonna pay one of the 60 million for this guy, bro, you gotta play him in his natural position, which is in that role.
That's all.
So I just want to add, because obviously, like I was like, so I think that right now it's preseason, right? So the thing about preseason is my takes are like preseason. So I don't want to be held. I don't want to be held to any takes that I make right now until the season begins.
I will hold
these are preseason takes, and I was talking very complimentary about Arsenal the other day, obviously prior to playing them. I noticed you haven't mentioned that. I know it's just a friendly.
We're going to talk about that. Don't worry.
Okay, cool, beautiful. Arsenal, Eze would be a big get for Arsenal. Sometimes you just need to get good players and worry about how they work it out. But good players will work it out. And I think from watching Arsenal against Spurs and stuff like that, you don't want to make knee-jerk things, but that level of creativity, whether he plays off the left, whether he plays on the 10, like I think Arsenal could do with it, but I don't know. I think Arsenal can do the deal, but does Arteta, I'm not sure Arteta looks at Eze like an essential player, or a player, if he gets him, is going to be a regular, like go straight into the first 11. Do you know what I mean?
I think he's good enough to make Odegaard shake it, and also to have us continue to have him or Odegaard in the team, or have different options throughout the season. I wouldn't be surprised if we seen him play more often in as a left winger, as an 8, as a 10, all over the pitch. Another Swiss Army knife, but hey, he could solidify himself as one of our choices in the midfield consistently. Well, why are you shocked? Why are you laughing?
The terms that you come out with, it's just he's just a
Swiss Army knife. You never heard that? You never heard that?
I don't know.
Before?
I've heard it. It's just,
listen.
I mean, you've heard it before, man. But you know, you were talking
never
about
once
pound for pound.
in all my years of watching football have I referred to any Liverpool players as Swiss Army knife. I don't know. Maybe it's just
not even James Milner.
Yeah.
Milner's like the proverbial Swiss Army knife. Yeah. He's the best example of that.
No, that specific term, the Swiss Army knife, is just it hasn't entered my footballing lexicon.
Hey man, it's entered today.
I think making Odegaard shake means like worry, like shaking his boots.
Take me back to school, yeah.
No, listen, Egal, the thing you have to understand is club captains don't tend to shake. Do you know what I mean? He's the club captain. You're
I've
out
seen
here
a lot of club captains sit on the bench at Arsenal.
I mean, if
Mertesacker was a club captain, he sat on the bench.
Yeah, but Mertesacker was like 40. That's the thing. He was like 40 though, isn't it? So like, it's not really. I mean, and he can't run, so it's not really a great example though. Like, do you get it?
Listen, if there was ever a good example of like where Odegaard should have worried, it was Ranieri. So Ranieri should have realistically been playing in that position. The manager should have actually used him as a good example of like great competition there. Now, listen,
Ranieri had these issues last season.
But there was still times in the season where he could have played that obviously the manager didn't want to play him. And that's fair enough. But listen, if Eze's coming to play, you have to find a space for him, in my personal opinion. Right?
Yeah, but
shout out to the people watching. We got over 300 people watching on YouTube right now, over 400 on Twitter. Shout out to all you guys. Show the men of love here. We got Rack in the building, we got Vader in the building. And Vader, you haven't really giving us your take on this. Think about Eze. It wasn't too long ago. He was linked to your club a year ago, I think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you have dominant speakers, right? Like Ahmed, Jay, and Rax, I like to fall back, let those guys get their points. Arsenal taking their time with it makes a lot of sense, right? Like, are you in a rush? Do you have to? Only if you're looking at what Liverpool are doing and being like, we have to keep pace. But realistically, we haven't seen rumors with Eze going anywhere else, right? So for him to go to Arsenal, you guys taking your time, even getting a player, getting him in, then getting your outs makes a lot of sense. You guys don't have to sell to buy. But I think it's best to continue to take your time and get this player, because if you were to secure him, he's easily 4 or 5 years at your club. And I think him and Saka would be a deadly combination. I don't want to see you guys get him. I'm going to be honest with you, because he was rumored to come to City, and I thought he would have been great for us. But again, we have a wealth. We have a wealth of attacking midfielders, and whether it would have been good for him career-wise, I don't know, because Pep Roulette. But I'd hate for you guys to get him. I think it strengthens you. I think he might displace Odegaard, but that's not even something that Arteta would worry about. Arteta wants depth, right? And when some of the rivals want to talk about, well, you're not going to get the best out of him if you're playing him at left wing, well, that's going to be temporary. Arteta's going to be moving this player around because of his versatility. I see it often, right? Everyone wanted to crash it on Foden because where's Foden's set position? Well, if he's on the pitch, you got additional skill. You got an additional skill set, additional quality on there, and you'll make it work. Eze, don't go to Arsenal.
Yeah,
Hear
but
me out.
look who Foden's playing.
Eze, don't go to Arsenal. Behave, bro. What are we doing?
Yeah, but
Don't
Big Al was
recommend
happy to
not
let
to
you
do
speak
stuff
until you came in with that last one.
Listen, he is an Arsenal fan. He's a former Arsenal Academy player.
doesn't mean
And when he got let
Yeah,
go at
see,
8 years old,
he got rid of him. You got rid of him.
when he got let go at 8 years old, he cried.
Wasn't
That
good
No
was-
enough.
loyalty in football, man.
Wasn't it good enough?
There's no
That was
loyalty in football,
That
man.
was his dream. That was his dream.
wasn't
getting cried.
Martinelli in the United
Now,
Academy. So
You know what they say? They say in life, follow your dreams. He's following his dream to one day play for Arsenal.
Nah, he's
No,
following
you don't
United.
follow your dreams when that
He told
person
Bayern Munich,
when someone
he
stabbed
told
you in the back.
Bayern Munich, Spurs, and Chelsea, I want to go to Arsenal.
But Egal, you're turning into what you criticize Chelsea for, a dopamine transfer fiend. Yeah. How many players have you bought this window so far, Egal?
6.
Six, and you're
Damn.
fiending
Look at
for
that smile.
more.
Look at that smile. I've never seen
What,
you get a smile so
what
much.
happens to the man with the mask?
You know what it is? There's a Game of Thrones. There's a Game of Thrones quote. Let me quote Game of
A
Thrones.
week ago, it was Glock 14, and now it's like we need Eze. Like, isn't this what you are upset at other clubs for just buying? What happened to? Can we get a little coaching,
There's a
Hermano?
quote. There's a Game of Thrones quote. Let me say it. There's a Game of Thrones quote from Littlefinger. It doesn't matter what we want. Once we get it, then we want something else. It's just simple.
Speak for yourself, but go on.
That's
be
not
honest.
famous little finger
Let's
quote.
be
Sounds like
honest.
Liverpool transfer window.
Which season? Well, that's season 1, episode 1 pilot.
Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and leave a comment down below what you thought of that video you just watched.